How does a collection of more than 1,000 small businesses take market share from large conglomerates? Golden Charter was formed nearly 30 years ago in response to a growing market for funeral planning. It operates rather like a not-for-profit company, owned by an association of some 700 independent funeral directors, and is driven to compete on their behalf.
We do not have to make a profit. Our key goal is really protecting the market share of independents and ensuring they survive as a sector. And in that regard, we reinvest everything that we have either to grow market share or to ensure that the payouts to funeral directors are greater than anyone else in the marketplace. And that point and that mission is really underlined by a couple of things. One, we consistently offer the lowest prices, but two, by the fact that we pay funeral directors as much as we can.
The threat to local funeral directors from large corporate companies is very real, and the challenges for Golden Charter are urgent. By 2004, the company was well established as a market leader within the independent sector, but growth of the business had stalled. Meanwhile, large corporate companies were beginning to take a significant market share. Something had to be done.
We've gone through a period, really in the last 3 years, where we've managed to grow the business by 50%, and we're attempting to sustain 20% growth a year. Now that growth is in the form of funeral plans. Turnover has gone up significantly more than that. But the key bit for us is funeral plans and the market share of the independents. And the first step change in that came in the form of marketing and marketing direct to the consumer to sell the plan with a telesale operation and an internet operation attached to that.
By bringing together independent funeral directors under one umbrella, Golden Charter is successfully competing with the larger national services. The company is generating more business through direct marketing activity, and while sales have been rising, operating costs have been falling rapidly. Golden Charter offers one of the last true local services. With funeral directors up and down the country, it has more outlets than anyone else and aims to provide its funeral directors and their clients with total flexibility, choice and unrivaled service.
I became a member of Golden Charter because of the standard of their service. It was always a very high level, offering our clients at the end of the day their needs, what they wanted, and again it was an exceptional value for money. Today, certainly in today's climate, coming up with the money of a funeral is, as a burden, it's quite financially, it's quite a lot for them. And so to be able to spread the cost, pay it all in one lump sum, and not leave that trouble for their next of kin, their loved ones, it was a brilliant reason for it.
Financial service agency rules mean that all funeral funds must be dealt with independently of funeral companies. The Golden Charter Trust, which is run by an independent board of trustees, is both sizable, valued at around £300 million, and stable, avoiding high-risk investments.
You can be very confident that the money is secure with the Golden Charter. If you look at the investment industry over the last few years, it's been fairly volatile. Investments have tended to go down, interest rates have been low, but during that time, Golden Charter and the Golden Charter Trust has maintained its position. It's had a very good investment record, and it's fully funded. And the actuaries in effect sign that off annually, that it can continue to meet its 100% of its needs into the future.
As it has grown, it's been important for Golden Charter to develop the logistical tools to support an increasing number of directors.
If a funeral director is doing 5 cremations a week, a number of the local authorities are requiring payment up front for those cremations. So the sort of strain that adds to a small independent funeral director who's having to pay X amount of £100 for every cremation up front, that means that we've had to pay them for the funerals that are invested within our trust much quicker. So we've streamlined our processes that we can now pay a funeral director within a matter of days, and potentially before the funeral's even taken place, which will help their business.
Over the past few years, Golden Charter has been radically re-engineered as a business, taking a more commercial approach whilst retaining its local service. The recent increase in 50+ insurance policies and end-of-life products has also opened up new opportunities for the company, which it's developing on behalf of its funeral directors. Golden Charter is building market share and is now in a prime position to challenge the national conglomerates, giving its local independents a voice and collective strength in the marketplace.
It is back to that old adage of think national and act local, and we market locally under local brands, and we support and get behind a funeral director in a given area, because that should be the most dominant brand in their region and in their community if they're doing it the right way. What we offer alongside that localised marketing is a national umbrella, which allows us to do national deals and offer into affinity partners the biggest network in the country for distribution of product in the end-of-life area. But it also allows us to offer central points for a consumer if they wish to speak to a larger organisation and verify the quality of a local farm, and we'll provide that support.